I come on here, done videos, do lives, do pop-ups. If you follow me on Instagram or other social media, Middleman CEO, I come on here all the time. I talk to you about the same thing all the time, and that is the idea that these jobs are not what? They're not safe. They're not safe. They're not secure. They're not guaranteed. They're not anything. What they are is here today, gone tomorrow. That's just the way it is. And whether you accept that as a reality or not, it does not matter. It does not matter whether you believe your job is secure, your job is safe. Doesn't matter if you believe that you cannot be fired. All right, so interestingly enough, I had someone comment on one of my videos. And so this person said this to me, you're wrong about this, because I've been saying this now for if you watch these videos for any amount of time. And so this person got on and left a comment, very nice about it, and said, you're wrong. There are jobs that are safe and secure. And he said that, and I'm assuming it was a he based on the name. It was a masculine name on the YouTube comment. And I wish I could pull it up. And he said, you're wrong, because speaking of himself, I am one of the highest paid on my job. I have one of the most important positions on my job. And so in his mind, this created some type of security. In his mind, this made him like fireproof, right? Or fired proof, right? So in his mind, he wouldn't lose his job because of how relevant or how important. He was a VIP, I guess, for the company, for the brand. And I think he mentioned he was making like high six figures. And in my mind, as soon as he said that, I went to, well, that's exactly what makes you vulnerable, is the fact that they can cut one position, your position, and save a ton of money and cut back their expense columns. Because how many people know business is not about revenue? Business is about profit. You can make revenue. Restaurants do it all the time. You go into a burger joint or a wing joint, it's packed all the time. And then you come back a week later, whole entire place closed down. What happened? Well, they were making money. They weren't making revenue. They weren't profitable. I'm sorry, they were making revenue, but they weren't making profit. And so the difference between revenue and profit, because I've done it too, where I've gone to places here in Dallas, and I'm like, man, I got to go back to this place, get this, go grab that burger, get back over there. And then the place is closed, locked down, condemned. You're like, what the heck happened? Well, and it's happened to some of my favorite restaurants. Like, restaurants have very, very thin margins. And so they go out of business because they make revenue, but they don't make profit. And so if you want to know what profit is, then especially when companies talk about layoffs, profit is, what's the company making? Okay, after you pay your bills, here's what you brought in, this amount of money. Now go and pay all of your bills. Now what's left? Did you make any money? And that's how you get the margin. That's how you get the profit. And so UPS, I'm reading this here, and all this is live right now. So UPS, which I did not know this, I've always thought let me know in the comments if this is new to you. This is new to me. I've always thought that UPS was United Postal Service. And I thought USPS, which is like the city mailman and mailwoman, I thought that was the United States Postal Service. So it's not that at all. It's the United Parcel or Parcel. I like Parcel Service. So it says UPS, this headline's right now today, says UPS is expected to cut 20,000 jobs. Now let's just stop right there. Whatever number they give you, multiply that times 3. And here's why I say this, and this is not going to be a fun video, because like a lot of you, I've been fired. Like a lot of you, I've been let go. I've been furloughed. I've been told to turn in your badge and not come back. Put a thumbs up if you've ever lost a job, if you've ever been let go, if you've ever been fired, if you ever been furloughed, if your job ever just started cutting and you happen to be someone who got cut, smash the thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if this has happened to you. It's happened to me more times than I can count. And so the UPS is expected to cut 20,000 jobs. The reason I say multiply by 3 is because probably half of these jobs have families or someone who's relying on them or this paycheck. So 20,000 jobs for UPS. Let's see how much the average worker makes at UPS. I'm doing this live anyway, guys, so if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop it, smash the thumbs up. For everyone who's been asking about getting into the masterclass, go to middlemanceo.com. There's 2 options. You can get the regular masterclass. That one's a lot cheaper than the VIP. The VIP comes with one-on-one training and a bunch of other cool stuff. So if you get the regular class, it does not include training with me. If you get the VIP, it does. And that class is about learning how to start a business from your phone, fully automated business, working about 1 hour a day. A lot of times less than that, but I always say about 1 hour a day because I do give you some homework and stuff you got to do. But again, you cannot afford to trust these jobs. I'm proving it right now. So if you need another source of income, and the answer is yes, you do. If you only have a job as your only source of income, yes, you need a source of income. Then you need to create income another way. I always say at least 3, but get started, find another way to make money. Even if you don't do the middleman class and start a middleman business, that's fine. Just find another way to make money. So when you do lose your job, because you will, you're going to be able to take care of yourself. All right. I don't want this video to be long, but I want it to be informational. I want it to be inspiring, and I want it to challenge you. And so, again, it's not going to be a fun video because I've been through a lot of this and it does not feel good. So I'm not going to take lightly anything anybody's about to go through. There are some people who are included in this 20,000 that they're about to lay off who have no idea they're next. The reason I say more than 20,000 multiplied by 3 is because a lot of these folks take care of others or help take care of others. Whether you have spouse, whether you have, kids, even pets. We're not gonna forget to include the pets. Pets got to eat too, right? And so when one person gets laid off, it could essentially be 3 people that just lost their primary source of income. Again, even as I say that, it gives me chills because man, don't end up in a position where your income is your only source, where your paycheck is your only source of income. Don't do that. It's dangerous. And I ain't just saying, this ain't a commercial. I ain't just saying this. I'm telling you the truth. You cannot afford to sleep on the idea of creating other sources of income. Think about that. I don't want you guys to, if you have any questions or comments, you're welcome to drop it. If I see it, I'll give you a shout out. Smash the thumbs up. If you smash the thumbs up, let me know in the comments that you did. I'll give you a shout out. If you hit subscribe, let me know in the comments that you did. And if you've ever been through a situation like what these folks are going through, by the way, it says the average UPS employee salary can range anywhere between $32,000 to $170,000. So let's see. So I'm not sure if these are drivers or just anybody. Let me know in the comments if you know if these are drivers or anybody. Let me know in the comments if you know or you have had it happen to you in the past 90 days or the past 6 months. You've either lost a job or you know someone who has. Right? So, all right. So it says they're trying to reduce costs. So I always say this. In business, you got revenue, which is what comes in through the cash register, so to speak. You have costs or expenses, which is what goes out. Revenue comes into the business, expenses go out of the business. And then you have profit, which is what you have left after you pay your bills. Same thing that you and I go through personally, where, okay, you got your paycheck, now you have to pay your bills. How much is left? That's your profit, right? Your net. And so it says they're trying to reduce costs and increase profit. Again, this is interesting. Let me look this up. I got something else. Because I tell you, y'all don't listen to me. Y'all don't listen to me. Y'all in my class, y'all listen to me. Y'all keep skipping my class like I'm a substitute teacher. And I'm telling y'all, I don't know everything, but I know some things. And I know them the hard way. Meaning that I've been through some things that I don't ever want to go through again. That's the hard way. I wish someone would have taken the time out of their day and spent a little time with me, and we can do some back and forth and chop it up and have a conversation, and somebody could give me some information that could perhaps prevent me from being in a similar situation. Now, I want you to think about this, because I'm going to make a note, because I got to come back to this, so I'm going to make a note. By the way, for everybody who's already completed the master class, the online study session, the video session, which is the first part of the master class, it's time for you and I to start. If you're in the VIP, it's time for you and I to start one-on-one mentorship so we can build your business. We got 90 days to get your business up and running. Let's go. So reach out to my assistant, Cynthia. If you haven't already, let her know you completed the course. She's going to send you the information to start the one-on-one training so you can start building your business. Shout out to everybody who just got enrolled in the Middleman VIP, by the way, who's ready to kill it. I can say some names. I don't want to put them on blast, but got some good people out there. I know they're probably watching. My guy Frank's out there. Hakeem's out there. Vanessa's out there. Denise is out there. Okay. Lloyd is out there. I got some good people out there I'm working with right now, so I'm super excited. If you want to learn more about what that is, go to middlemanceo.com. And when you get to the website, you're gonna see the intro to Middleman video. Go ahead and click that intro. It's right there. Just scroll down a little bit on the page, about midway through. You're gonna see that intro to Middleman video, how to start a six-figure business part-time from your phone. Click that so you can learn what it's about, and then go ahead and get in the masterclass. The masterclass right now is $2,500. It is gonna go up. Because my students are going to do I need them to get to $10,000 a month. So we're trying to get that done ASAP. And so it is $2,500 a month, but they do offer payment plans when you go to check out. And if for some reason you don't like any of those, reach out to me. You can email me, middlemanceo.info@gmail.com. And we can set up some type of payment plan that's very affordable. And if you pay just a little bit, get your business up and going, your business can start making money. You can pay the rest of your payments from the business and not out of your bank account. So I'm gonna make a note about that because I want to go back to that. All right. So there are a lot of companies. All right. So really quickly to wrap up what that guy said. That guy said that his that his position was important. He wouldn't lose his job. And I'm here to argue and say, wait a minute. Because your position makes a lot of money, it's not even what you do for the company. It's starting to look like it's how much you cost the company to pay. So how much are you costing the company? Well, six figures, they're probably going to cut you, right? Because what they can do, and you guys probably seen this before, let me know in the comments if you've ever seen this happen. What they'll do is they'll cut your position and then pass the work to someone else, to one of your peers. Now, they won't increase the peer's pay. They'll force them to do the work because the leverage is, hey, if you don't do Mary's work, whom we just fired, if you don't do Mary's work, we're firing you. Now, they don't say that, but you feel that. Like, wait, this is not mine. This is what you typically give to Mary. I gotta do Mary's work? Is it on your desk? Yeah, well, I guess I do. And now I'm double working. Or anybody talking about raising my pay? No salary increase, nothing over it. Just want to confirm, nothing. Should I send an email? Nobody want to have a conversation. You just want to get me to work. All right, and so I need this job, so I can't really just walk in there and just ask for a pay because you pass it to John, and John has $60,000 student debt. John has no family. So John will work for less. So I see John's getting close. He looked like he's learning what to do. In fact, I'm training John to do this job, and now I'm worried. I'm training this guy to replace me, and so I better put my head down and be quiet and go ahead and get this work done, and don't look up unless called upon, and just put my head down and get this work done and double work and go home and stress out with my family because I'm doing 2 jobs. I'm not being compensated. I'm scared to go in there and walk and in the office and knock on the door or email because then they might look at me differently and I might lose my job. And God knows I don't need to lose my job because it's my only source of income. Screen didn't freeze. I froze. Intentionally, so I can pierce your skull, your thick skull, because you're just like I used to be, believing that a job is safe and secure. 20,000 people cut, could be 60,000. Jesus fed 5,000, could have been as many as 10, 20,000 because they didn't count women and children. Exactly. So this number, this 20,000, does not include women and children, does not include spouses. Does not include the dog. Doesn't include any of that. Could be as many as 60,000 people affected. Even more than that, because you got to think about the stores that are in the vicinity, in the neighborhood. If my neighborhood here in Dallas, if half the neighborhood lost their jobs, their income source, who's going to buy gas? Who's going to go to Wingstop? Who's going to go get a smoothie? Who's going to Tom Thumb? Who's going to do it? Who? Exactly. So this is probably one of the most important videos I've ever done. And I hate that I have to do it. It'd be a much better day if 20,000 people got hired as opposed to 20,000 people getting fired. Much better day if they were giving pay raises to 20,000 people as opposed to taking all of their pay, complete pay cut. You think these companies give a damn about what you're dealing with? I always say, when a company is small, when a business is small, it's about names. Mary, I know you. We work together every day. We're practically family. How are the kids? How's the dog? How's little Johnny, little Susie? Everybody's good? Good. Hey, Johnny, how's everything going? You good? Okay, good. And then the companies get bigger, they grow, and they become about numbers. Numbers over names. What does that look like? Hey, Johnny, Mary, I know we typically, man, I hope everything's good. I know we kind of send, we'll come to the birthday parties and stuff like that, but it's a big company now, so I don't know how your kids are doing. I don't talk to you that much. This company's about numbers. Hey, we love you. We love the kids, but we're going to have to let you go. Wait a minute. I thought y'all love. We do love you. But this company's about numbers now. Numbers rule the game. Numbers rule the day. If the company's not making the numbers, people got to walk. Let's look it up because I don't even know this. I'm doing this on the go, on the fly. Let me look up UPS stock. A lot of times this tells the story. I'm not going to say it does. I don't know. Is UPS yep. They are publicly. Whew, my gosh. I knew that. Without even knowing that UPS was publicly traded, I knew it. The reason I knew it is because of the layoffs and why. Cut expense, increase revenue. Now, I know that's the same with every company across the board, but not to the tune of 20,000 people. That's the difference. Number two, if I'm correct, their stock price has probably been dipping over the past 90 days. I don't know. God honest truth, the screen's up. I have not researched this. I'm doing it with you because I want to prove a point. All right, so it says stock price is down today 2.3%. All right, let's look at, let's go 6 months. Okay, it boomed. Yeah, so going, no, I'm looking at it backwards. No, it didn't. It crashed. All right, so let's go back 6 months to, because usually all this stuff happens in 6 months. The companies start failing, not in the sense that they're going out of business, but the numbers start failing. And then they make sweeping changes. And then, so that takes about 90 days to kind of see how those changes come into effect and how they apply and do they help the company. And then after that, that's when the companies start looking at, all right, our stock prices are down, our shareholders are not happy. We got to get some money back into the hands of the shareholders, cut the company. I'm sorry, cut jobs, job loss. That's what happens, cuts. And they'll probably fire the CEO soon. I don't even know that. Let's see, Carol B. Tomei is the CEO. We'll look that up in a second. But we're just doing a live study. They should do this in school so our kids can graduate high school and college knowing how this stuff works. Smash a thumbs up, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you agree or disagree that jobs are not safe or secure at all. So, all right, it says the share price. Let's see. So the share price, going back to November of last year, it was 134. At the end of November, it got as high as 137. Then it took a dip. This is when the bottoms start falling out. A month later, it was down to 122. And then a month later, when Trump got into office, it skyrocketed to 136. This correlates with about the time of the election. So it went up to 136. And you could go look all this up on your own. And then all of a sudden, when the tariffs and all that started applying, Trump, I'm not telling you Trump's a good guy or a bad guy. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you I do understand what he's trying to accomplish with these tariffs. I don't know if it's going to work. I do understand. I do not know if it's going to work. I hope it works for all of us, but I don't know. So then just about a week later, it dropped to 111. So a huge crash, kind of went up a little then, and then bottomed out about 3 weeks ago at $91. Gosh, almost half of its value has been sliced. And today it's at $94. So the correlation is when you're in a publicly traded company and these companies start losing money, they're going to fire you. And they're not just going to fire you, they're going to fire everybody on your floor. So let's look, because I always say they'll probably fire the CEO too. Well, I don't know how long she's been there. Let's see. Oh, since 2020. Oh, she looked like Marcy Darcy. Weird looking lady. Kind of looked like a chicken. I'm not talking bad about her. I'm just saying that's what I thought about. She kind of looks like a little chicken. She's 68 years old, out of Jackson, Wyoming, and Tomei, I think that's her last name. So how much does she make? Let's look at her salary. 2023 is the last recorded. Oh my gosh. This lady earned $23.5 million in 22. This is ridiculous. She got a salary of 1.5. Most of her money coming through stock. So she's losing money too because the stock is tanking. I need to learn more about stock. Somebody comment if you want to teach me the stock game so I can share with everybody else. Bad weather day here in Dallas. I hope it's sunshine and blue skies wherever you are. So, all right. So I'm predicting that she's probably under some heat. These are her calls, I'm assuming, to cut jobs. And let's see if there's any news on her. So she's the one. The reason they're doing this, it looks like they're trying to shift away from carrying all these Amazon packages. And so she says she's been actively involved in discussions about reducing reliance, or that's dependency, or on needing Amazon. Prioritizing profitability. So prioritizing profitability just means somebody about to get fired, and implementing cost-saving measures. means the same thing, including layoffs. There you go. Told you. So I don't know if she's looking to if it doesn't continue, she's gonna kick rocks. But I don't know if she's looking to pick up their model, the Amazon model, and become more of a competitor, because right now she's helping Amazon, which is not a bad thing. A lot of people are employed because of it. So, all right, so reduce profit, increase profit, reduce overhead. So that's what's happening now. And the reason I say, whenever you see layoffs, especially this amount, this is a mass layoff event. It's 20,000 people potentially, and then you could just multiply that by 3 because of family and friends and dogs and everything else you have to take care of. And then it gets even worse, because if you can't pay your bills, then you can't shop at the stores, you can't pay for the car. It's just a downhill effect, right? You just start matriculating downhill, and the money dries up everywhere. So the coffee shop that relied on your $100 a month coffee habit, that's lost. That affects the company. So there's cause and effect. There's polarity. You can't have an income taken away without it affecting other things. And so again, my advice, and you don't have to do what I tell you to do. I'm not even telling you to do it. I'm just giving you a different perspective. How much better off would these folks have been if they would have had what? I recommend 3, but even 1 other source of income outside of their employment. Now, I don't know if they did or if they didn't. I'm just saying, how much better would you feel if you were part of the 20,000? And by the way, it's not just going to be UPS. It's not just going to be UPS. Let's see. There's going to be other companies. There's going to be other companies. Let's see. Southwest Airlines. Man, the federal government did all their cuts. There's going to be other companies that are looking to do what? Save money by cutting you. You're the cost. You're the expense. You keep thinking you're an asset of the company. I'm telling you, you're a liability. But Shon, you don't understand. I do this and I do this and I do that and I make this. Exactly. You would be the first person they cut, because they can save $100,000 just by slicing 1 position. But what about all the work I do? What about it? They're just going to pass that to somebody else. But they don't do it as well as I do. They know that. They're willing to take that chance. They'll work with them. What they're not going to do is pay you. So I'm just telling you. So this is not going to be the end of the layoffs. No. This stuff is going to continue. There's going to be people continue to lose their jobs. Again, smash a thumbs up if you've ever been fired, if you've ever been laid off, if you've ever showed up at a job and your badge didn't work, if you've ever got an email saying that you don't have to come to work today. Just come on, just work with me. Somebody let me know in the comments. Has this ever happened to you or someone you know? Just put yes in the comments if you've been fired, or someone has been fired or laid off or let go, or a company downsized and you happen to be one of the cuts. Come on. I know, because it's happened to me plenty of times. It can happen to anybody at any time. That's why I continue to say that you cannot, under any circumstance, trust that your job is safe, secure, or reliable. It is not. It will not be there for you tomorrow. That paycheck is gone. What are you going to do now? Your bills need to get paid. Your rent needs to be paid. Your mortgage needs to be paid. Your utilities need to be paid. God knows your phone's got to be paid so you can keep the tickety-tock on, so you can dance. All these things have to be paid. Your kids' school have to be paid. Your kids need shoes. Daycare's got to be paid. Food's got to be purchased. What are you going to do now? Now that you're in this position, what are you going to do? And my advice is to not let this happen to you. This is avoidable. The layoffs are avoidable. No. That's out of your control, right? These are circumstances you cannot control. Little bit of advice. Don't beat yourself up or stress out about things you cannot control. Only focus on things that you can control. The layoffs, can't control that. You're getting cut. Don't cry, don't whine, don't moan. I know it doesn't feel good. It sucks. Tastes bad going down. I got you. And there's an aftertaste. Don't worry about it. Now it's time to focus. Depends on where you are. It's time to get things back in line or to protect yourself so this doesn't happen to you. If you're one of the 20,000, you don't have to be UPS, but if you're one of the millions that are going to lose jobs in the near future, when companies bring in efficiency departments, somebody's getting fired. When companies start merging departments, somebody's getting fired. When companies start talking about how they're not producing like they were before, somebody's getting fired. When companies start talking about we need you to be in the office at work, somebody's getting fired because they're losing money on retail, on the office space, commercial space. When companies start talking about mergers with other brands, somebody's getting fired. When companies' share prices start going down, somebody's getting fired. Listen, alert for you, those of you who work at companies who are on the stock exchange, who are publicly traded companies, meaning you can buy shares in the company. Follow your company's stock price. If it's dipping and it stays down, somebody's getting fired. Don't let this happen to you. You can prevent these things. Just like Smokey the Bear can prevent wildfires, you can prevent all hell from breaking loose in your life, financially speaking. That's a wildfire. I would call it that. You can prevent it. How? Great question. By protecting yourself now. You guys get insurance on everything except your own finances. You won't even insure your own bank account. You'll insure your car, your dog, your house, but you won't insure your own personal finances. How do you do that? By creating additional streams of income. What does that look like? Well, you go to work from 9 to 5. What do you do from 5 to 9? Well, I watch TV. Stop watching TV. Throw it out the window, sell it. It's an electronic income reducer. That's what Myron Golden called it. I'll call it that too. He's right. Get rid of it. Stop watching these shows. You should know what's on. If you're not making $10,000 a month passive income, you should know what's on TV. Turn TV off. You can't afford to watch. Because I can't afford to watch. So turn it off. Now, start thinking about what can I do to bring in income when I'm not at work? What can I do to make more money when I'm not at work? You need to have an infinite money mindset. I'll say it again, an infinite money mindset. You need to have an infinite money mindset. Somebody put in the comments, I will have an infinite money mindset. I will have an infinite money mindset. Put that in the comments. Share this video with everybody on your timeline. It's too important. They could be next. You could be next. Don't let it happen to you. Protect yourself. Insure yourself. Go out. I'm not talking about Geico or Progressive. Go out. Look around for opportunity. Think about, how can I make money when I'm not at work? You punch that clock. Go home, write down 10 ideas that you can use to make money when you're not at work. What can I do to make money when I'm not on this clock? How do I get paid if I don't have a job? That's what you need to be thinking about. How do I make money when I'm not at work? How do I use this phone to make money when I'm not at work? I'm always on it. I may as well make some money. You guys on these phones all the time spend $1,000 for these phones or more and don't even know how to make enough money to pay your phone bill each month on the phone. Learn how to make money without needing a job. That's what you do. That's how you protect yourself. That is the answer to the question of what do I do? Find a way to make money when you're not at work. Find a way to make money that does not require you to sell your time in exchange for a paycheck. Otherwise, it's the same thing. You're just doubling down on a job. Now you're overworked, underpaid, stressed out, and still getting fired. All right. Learn to make money when you're not at work. That's all you have to do. So if they fire you, they let you go, imagine how these folks would feel. Oh, we're getting fired? Okay. You're not mad? No. You're not upset? No. You're not heartbroken? No. But you do have a family, right? Yes. How are you going to pay your bills? Oh, see, I was watching this guy, Shon-Jhon, aka the Middleman CEO. I was watching this guy's channel on YouTube, and he said this. He said, more than likely, you're probably going to lose your job at some point because these jobs are not safe and secure, which blew my mind because I always believed they were safe and secure. Smash a thumbs up if you believe these jobs are not safe and secure. And he said, I was watching this guy. I saw this guy, Shon-Jhon, and he was talking about jobs are not safe and secure. And so I realized he might have a point. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but I do need to protect myself. And so what I did is I created a way to make money when I wasn't at work. I created a side hustle. I created a business. I joined his Middleman masterclass and VIP. And he taught me how to start a middleman business from my phone. And guess what? I've been doing it for 6 months now. What? Yeah. I tried to tell you in the break room, you got to find a way to make money when you're not at work. But you guys didn't listen. And so he taught me how to make money using my phone. I work about 1 hour a day. So when I'm not at work, my business is making money without me. It's passive income, does not require me. They can go to my website, book, pay me, and be done. By the way, there's a bunch of industries you could choose to create a middleman industry. I know people are always asking, what are your top 10? I'll give it to you really quickly. Top 10 industries I like in the middle to create a middleman business for that makes a bunch of money when you're not working. I'll just give you 10. Home cleaning, moving service, website design, graphic design, pressure washing, window cleaning, TV mounting, lawn care, mobile detailing, appliance repair. I could go on and on. I'll just stop there. Website design. Did I say that? That's an awesome one. Smash thumbs up if this video is helping you at all. Let me know. It's the only way I know. And, so I took this guy's advice. I got into his Middleman masterclass, or I got vending machines, or I created a side hustle on weekends or whatever. And I learned how to make money, because that's the most important part. Not what you do, but how you do it. I learned how to make money without needing a job, without going to work, without punching a clock, without having to leave my house. And so I've been doing it for 6 months, and now I'm making $3,500 a month. I know it's not going to make me rich, not 6 figures a year, but I don't have to leave my house to do it. And because I consistently get cash flow, all of a sudden, guess what? I'm losing this job. That's just giving me more time to grow that business. So no, I'm not upset. No, I'm not mad. No, I'm not angry. No, I'm not depressed. I'm going to miss all you guys. You're like family. I am heartbroken, but not for me. I'm heartbroken for you because I know you're not prepared. You have a right. Listen to me. You have a right to prepare yourself. You have a right to hedge yourself, financially speaking. You have a right to ensure your own finances by creating additional sources of income that does not include a job. You have a right to do it. Whether or not you do it, that's up to you. But you have a right to do it. And I'm right that you have a right. And so I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions or comments, you're welcome to drop it. I hope this video blesses you. I hope that it changes your life, changes your perspective. I hope that it creates wealth for you. By the way, I wrote a book about wealth not long ago. I'm just starting back. Just moved into this office. So I'm just starting back. By the way, I'm not going to get into that. Some of you guys are friends of mine on here, so you know my house and all that and how I did it. And so I wrote this book. This book is called Ready, Set, Wealth. Learn the secrets of the rich and wealthy. There are things about money that you don't know. If you'd like to get a copy of this book, I'll sign it and send it out to you. The book's only $25. I'll get it shipped to you. And if you want to get a copy of that book, just put the word book in the comments. And if you guys are interested in getting into the Middleman CEO VIP, which is the one that comes with one-on-one mentorship with you and I, we talk, we collaborate, we work together until your business is up and booming. You've seen the students' videos on my channel. You've seen the reviews. You know how it's going to go. We're gonna change some lives. Now, I know creating a business is not for everybody. I understand that. But at the same time, you still need to find a way to make money when you're not at work. Your job cannot be your only source of income. It's too dangerous. Way too dangerous. Don't let it happen to you. And I don't want it to happen to you. Right? So somebody asked about middleman math. I need to do a video about that so you guys can learn how to make money, how middleman math works. In fact, if I can, I'll turn the camera this way, guys. Give me a second. All right. I'll show you some middleman math real quick, and then I'm getting off of here. So I hope you guys can see this well enough. All right, so this is how middleman math works. So if you start a middleman business, just show you guys real quick. What I do is moving. So I have a middleman moving business, and then I'm working on, I have a cleaning one too, but this is the one I started first. This is the one I've been doing since 2020. This is the one I know. This is how you figure out how much money you can make with your middleman business. Now you get to choose whatever industry you want to get to, whatever city you want to open in. It's 100% over the phone, over the computer, so you don't have to be anywhere physically. I live here in Dallas. I could run a moving company out of Miami right now today without being in Miami. It's super easy. I teach you how to do it. But here's the thing. So you have three parts of it, right? So middleman math. You have C, which is customer. And I'm gonna let you guys go right after this. Just want to show you how this works, just in case this is something you might be interested in. And if it is, just put the word middleman in the comments or go to middlemanceo.com, click that link, sign up for the masterclass VIP so you can work with me. You can get the cheaper version, the masterclass by itself. It does not include working with me one-on-one. All right, so you have the customer, then you have what's called the ISP, which is the Independent Service Pro. A lot of you call them contractors. We don't. We call them service pros. So you have the customer, you have the ISP, and then the very last thing you have down at the bottom is the DC, which is the deposit commission. All right, so the deposit commission is what you get to make and what you get to take home. You ready? All right, so let's see. Pull this chair up so I can have a seat. My back's hurting. I can't do jobs anyway. Never want to. All right, so here it is. Butchered that line. So here it is. First thing that happens is you create a company. So your company could be, your industry could be home cleaning, it could be moving, it could be website design, painting pro, graphic design, cabinet installation, pressure washing, window cleaning, TV mounting, lawn care, photography. You can shoot weddings stuff. Well, you don't do the work. Keep in mind, you don't do any of this work. I have a moving service. You could go on to Home Court Movers right here in Dallas. That's my middleman moving company. However, I ain't moving anybody. So if you book us, I'm not moving you. I'm not even leaving my office, right? And it's a rainy day outside. I'm definitely not coming. You're not even going to talk to me, but you'll still pay me. And so here's how it works. Also, photography, printing, mobile detailing, appliance repair, pool cleaning, garage repair, tree cutting, roofing, vehicle tint, commercial cleaning, landscaping, phone repair, computer repair, plumbing, video editing, on and on and on and on. So here's how I work really quick. And if this makes sense to you, smash the thumbs up. So what I do is I'll book a customer very quickly. I've been doing it since 2020. Made $77K my first year. Whoop, whoop. I didn't leave the house, so I know it's not a lot. I wish I could say it was more, but in 2020, I made $77K. Was during COVID, but that was still pretty good because I never left the house and I didn't even know what I was doing. Now we do way better than that. So, by the way, I got a lot of students who always want to start with different companies. Hey, I want to do 2 different industries. You don't have to know the industry before you go through the class. In fact, I recommend wait until you finish the class to choose your industry. But I also recommend do one at a time, please. Thank you. All right, so the customer comes in, and the customer with my moving company, so they book with us. Hey, Home Court, how much do I owe you? How can I book with you? And then at the minimum, we'll say, hey, it's going to be $347 to book with us. Customer says, okay, I'll book with you. I like that. Now, customer pays $347 or agrees to pay $347. They don't actually pay that. They agree to pay it. So you're probably thinking, how do you get paid on an agreement? Well, keep watching. So the customer, and by the way, you could take this out and do any industry you want. All you have to do is know how much the customers are willing to pay, how much the ISPs are willing to work for. So the customer agrees to pay $347. Hey, yeah, we're going to charge you $347 to come out and do that job. Perfect. I'll schedule with you. Okay, ISP, we have a job for you Friday, this time. Here's how much it's going to pay. It's going to pay you $200. ISP says, I'll take it. By the way, we have about 12 ISPs here that we work with, so there's always somebody. ISP says, hey, I'll take I'll do it for 200. What's the difference? The difference is $147. What does that mean? That means I just made $147 by booking a job from a customer. The ISP is going to get their $200 from the customer. I'm going to take a deposit commission up front of $147. So I made $147 into my bank account today. I didn't move anybody. I didn't touch any furniture. I never left the house. I made $147 over my phone or over my laptop. And well, who's going to do the work? Well, they are. The ISP. This is the actual mover, the actual home cleaner, the actual garage repair, the actual person who does the work. You're just going to book the job, take that deposit, dispatch the work to the ISP who's actually going to go out and do the work. So when we send the work to the ISP, it's an actual moving company. They're going to go and carry out the move, not us. We just take a deposit and we're done. And you can do this in any industry. It's always the same formula. I could take moving out and say home cleaning. It doesn't matter. As long as I know the numbers. So the home cleaning might be for a nice house, $300. ISP says, hey, I'll do it for $200. Bam, that means I can take a $100 deposit from the customer into my bank account. If that makes sense, smash the thumbs up. If that's pretty simple to understand, smash the thumbs up. I hope that it is. I hope it blesses you. I hope it changes your life. Just understand that that's one way you can make money. The most important thing on this video is, hey, no job. Look at me. Look at me. Hey, look at me. There we go. So the most important thing on this job, guys, is that no job is safe, secure, nor reliable. You got to understand that. I don't care how long you've been there, how much they pay you, how they talk to you, how sweet they are, how close your parking space is, how many awards you've won, how many rewards they've given. I don't care. Not safe, not secure, especially if it's publicly traded. Never rely on your paycheck as your only source of income. Please don't let that happen. That means if anything happens to your paycheck, you lose everything, right? And number 3, find another way to make money when you're not at work. That does not include going to a job. Is that fair? So find another way to make money when you're not at work that does not include going to a job. If you agree with that statement that you need to have another source of income, smash a thumbs up. Let me know. Let me know, because I could be wrong. You guys might be comfortable with one source of income. You guys might believe that every job is safe and secure, but if you don't, smash the thumbs up. Let me know. Let me know. If you agree that no job is safe and secure, smash the thumbs up. If you agree that having one source of income is very dangerous, smash the thumbs up. And if you believe that you should have multiple sources of income to take care of yourself and live your best life, smash the thumbs up. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna get off here. This video is for everyone, anyone really who wants to change their life and get financial education. Everything starts in a mindset. I always say money is a mindset. If you don't understand up here, you're not gonna understand here. It's not gonna matter how much money we give you. You're just gonna blow it because you're broke here. Being poor is a mindset. Being broke is a mindset. It's where you start. If you want to change things, it's gotta start in the mind. If you don't mind, guys, do me one huge favor. This is free content. Please share it with as many people as you possibly can so they can get this information. Help me to grow this channel. Help me to reach more people. My goal is to change 10,000 lives in the next 2 years and create 10,000 middleman businesses and create 10,000 people making 6 figures plus per year from their phones, from the beach, from vacation, from wherever you want to be. All right, I got to go. I'm Shon-Jhon, aka the Middleman CEO. And if you guys want to email me directly because you have questions about the Middleman Masterclass, or if you want to get the book, or if you need some coaching for your business, some mentorship, Middleman CEO info @gmail.com. Otherwise, I got to go. Stay safe. Stay blessed by the best. Don't get stuck like Chuck in a pickup truck with no luck. Change your life. Take control of your life now. Please don't wait to be a victim, because this financial world will victimize you. Don't wait to be a victim. Take the initiative. Be progressive. Insure yourself. Hedge yourself. Protect yourself now before it's too late. All right, I got to go, guys. Have a wonderful, blessed day. See you in the next video, and share this with somebody else if you don't mind. Peace, baby, baby. All right, guys, take care.